Hi, parents. I'm Mr. O'Keefe,
Hey everybody, I'm Miss Wade.
and we're going to talk to you about some things that are going on this week. The first thing we want to talk about is when we send out emails with both classes, please respond to your respective teacher. So if you have a general question, you're going to respond to your homeroom teacher. If you have a subject-specific question, you will respond.
Like, for me, if you are asking a question about reading or social studies, you would send an email to me.
If you're having a question about math or science, you're going to ask me. Okay? Also, we created password rings. So there are two sets of password rings. One is in your kids' anchor binders that will be coming with them from home to school every day. The other set is at school. So they should always have a set with them whether they're at school or they're at home. Also, if you are dismissing your child before 2:45, the latest time you can pick up your child is 2:15, and it has to be a written note sent in the day of or the day before or any time before. But you cannot send electronic emails to us. Also, you cannot send bus passes. We're not having kids yet switch buses. So if you're on bus 137, you cannot go home on another bus. If you're on bus 137 or any other bus, you can get off on another stop on that bus, but you can't switch buses for now. Also, throughout the year, kids lose a lot of things. Lunchboxes, sweaters, jackets,
Water bottles.
Please put your name on everything.
First and last name. Otherwise, it gets thrown into the pile in the cafeteria, and good luck with finding something in there. It's a mess.
It is.
All right, it's my turn to talk. Okay, so we're going to talk about our devices a little bit. It's been awesome seeing everybody bringing in something this week. We've got iPhones, we've got iPads, we've got Nexus tablets and laptops, all kinds of craziness.
Galaxy.
Yeah, but it's working. Everybody's doing great. One thing that we would like is for you guys to minimize restrictions. A lot of parents have restrictions set up on your iPads, which are great, when your kids are not at school, but we promise we won't be taking them to any websites that you would not approve. So if you could just kind of turn those restrictions off for school hours, it will make it easier for us. Some of the iPads don't allow Safari and things like that, and that's where we're getting a lot of the websites that we're visiting. We will also periodically, sometimes we might find a really cool app that's available for free for just a limited time. Some might say, oh, let's download this app. Well, your kids need to make sure that they are able to download the apps. So if you could just make sure that they either are allowed to download apps at school for free, or if you're not comfortable with them doing that, you can email me or Mr. O'Keefe, your respective teacher, and we will set up a way that we can get that taken care of. This coming Tuesday, we're moving on from devices. This coming Tuesday, we'll be sending home your first Tuesday folders. They'll have probably some forms from the school for beginning of the year stuff. And we've got a few papers that we've completed in class already that will be coming home. There is a sign-off sheet in the Tuesday folder where you just acknowledge that you received everything, and then you send it back the very next day. If it comes back the next day, then you get a point. Or you don't get a point. Your kids get a point.
1 point.
And the last thing, we are going to be starting our weekly writing homework next week. So starting on Thursday, your child will be bringing home a writing journal that they will be required to write a total of 2 pages in. So we are working on skipping lines. So your child will be required to write the front and back of 2 pages with lines skipped in their journal. Now, the journals are due the next Wednesday. So on Thursday, the 20th. Sorry, guys, I'm looking at my calendar. On Thursday, the 20th, the journals will come home, and they are due back by Wednesday, the 26th.
No later than Wednesday. If you, over the weekend, If your child writes like crazy and they're finished, they can hand it in as early as Monday, but the last day they can hand it in is Wednesday.
And they get to write whatever they want. So we'll talk about this in class too, but just so you have a heads up, they get to write whatever they want. And it's just to help build writing fluency and to help us get to know your kids better. So it's going to be a cool little project we'll be doing throughout the year. There are a bunch of links and extra things below in our newsletter. And for those of you that have heard from your kids about finding the weekly word, that will be hidden below as well in the rest of the document. The weekly word is just kind of my assurance that you have actually read what we wrote and took the time out to put out there for you guys. If you send it in or send us an email with the word, your child will get another point, ding, on Class Dojo. So it can only be turned in on Mondays though. Cannot bend on that one because that would make us crazy. And we're already kind of crazy. Yeah. So if you have questions or anything, let us know, and we hope you have an awesome weekend.
Bye.
Roll out.